Round one in the Western
The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game one. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on this. And a look at the starters for St. Louis. Danny Granger out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Nash. Then it's Harden. And it's Mourning in at the center filling out the middle. And for Sacramento, Herbert Jones is out there with Derek Lively. Then it's Artest, and it's Rose, and it's Burke in at the 2 spot. Back to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Granger with the jam.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Burke looking over the floor. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Jackson a screen on Rose. To the inside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. And here is Burke. Lively sends a screen for Burke. Down low. And finished off by Lively.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And Mourning throws it down.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Bucket is good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Mourning with it. Lively defending. Three-pointer, Granger. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, they missed one after 4 straight makes. Still a good start to the game.
So they take the lead. And that's now 6 points for money. For St. Louis, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Steps back. Here's Harden. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And when Harden's this close, he looks to score. Love his mentality.
And slam dunk by Burke.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a
Very
pretty small club, that's
Very
for sure.
exclusive.
He can really rise up.
Yeah, the defense had no answer for that.
Now here's Harden. Burke covering. No good on that one. Oh, Lively in position. Now here's Burke. He's covered closely, and he makes that one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Harden's shot is good. Harden's got his second bucket.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
And that one's good. Burke.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Doug Christie gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and Coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Harden the pass to Granger. Over our test. And there's Granger. That's good on the assist by Harden.
And if you get a look like that, you better take advantage of it.
Here's Burke. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Mourning. Granger dishes to Nash. Rose with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Timeout called here. The Sound will talk it over. Pocket 2. And the rejection by Lively. Here's Jones. Now here's Burke. Defense right on him. Here's Beck driving to the basket. And the layup's good off the glass.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Fires the 3. Beck with the rebound. St. Louis trails by 4. Pass to Nash. And he converts the layup.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
It's deflected. They get it back. Good on the bucket. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Kings. Jones kicks to Rose. There's a screen. A three-pointer, no good. The Sound with the ball. On the wing, Harden. Burke covering. And the dunk by Mourning.
And just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well. Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
Will it go? And slam dunk by Burke.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Here's Beck. Mourning with it. Pass to Beck. And here's Nash. The tray. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Lively. Lively a screen on Harden. Burke the pass to Lively.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
St. Louis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Nash. Stolen by Lively. Here's Burke and slam dunk by Burke.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Harden surveying the D. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Second chance effort. Mourning's shot is good.
And Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Rose a screen on Harden. Going inside and slam dunk by Burke.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Zach Edey, he's checked in for Sacramento. Karolinko comes in for Herbert Jones. The shot by Beck is no good.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Edey with a screen on Harden. Now here's Burke, guarded by Harden.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Pass to Mourning. That ball. Great assist by Lever. Mourning's got 10.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Poked away. Stolen by Harden. Now here's Lever. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Now here's Rose. Here's Burke. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Sacramento shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And some changes here for the Kings. Anunoby, he's checked in for Artest. And Michael Redd is subbed in for Rose. And St. Louis also making a change. Carr's checked in. Lever passes to Beck. Kersey with the screen on Redd. Carr against Redd. Carr, no good. Sacramento leading by 4. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Burke kicks to Redd. Now here's Burke. Tight defense on him. And slam dunk by Burke.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. He got it up, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Kings?
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
Zach Edey out there with Andre Karolinko. Then it's Michael Redd. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Burke in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Lever. St. Louis with the rebound. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. To the middle. Shot's good by Carr. Carr's got the game tied up here for the Sound.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Again, the miss by the Kings.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Now, here's Burke, covered by Kersey. The kick out to Anunoby. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Here's Burke, and slam dunk by Burke.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Mourning against Edey. 6 to shoot. Into the lane.
On the drive, Mourning can be such a force, clearing a path for himself through the defense.
Burke. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Pat Lever. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for St. Louis.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Edey. Jones comes in for Andre Karolinka. Artests, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Rose in for Michael Redd. Got a piece of it. Lever with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. St. Louis shooting their first free throw of the night. Free throw drops for Danny Granger.
The word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good from mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
James Harden, he's checked in for St. Louis. And the rejection by Lively. Burke dishes to Artest, and there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Rose goes in.
All right, that's 2 fouls, not a big deal, but you don't want to pick up that third before the half. Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
Artest against Granger. Pass to Lever. Back to Granger. Lever outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Rose against Lever. And the dunk by Rose.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Rose against Lever. Pass to Mourning. Back to Lever. Over Rose. And Lever gets it to go. The assist by Mourning.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Burke. Takes it inside. And slam dunk by Burke.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see you. That's your point guard getting up.
Here's Mourning through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And that one's good. Burke.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
St. Louis calls timeout. Sabonis, he's checked in for St. Louis. Nash comes in for Lever. Granger against Artest. Granger passes to Harden. Pocket 6. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Now here's Burke, guarded by Harden. And that one's good. Burke.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Now here's Harden. He's tightly guarded. Inside. Sabonis. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Sabonis has got the lead up to 4 now for St. Louis. And it's Burke with the ball for Sacramento. And slam dunk by Burke.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Sacramento's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Well, St. Louis shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Sabonis against Lively. Now, here's Sabonis. Guarded close. Sacramento grabs the miss. Burke's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Rose. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Sound with the ball. Stolen by Lively. Oh, Lively in position. Sabonis with the steal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Sacramento Kings.
Talk about putting yourself in a position to succeed. They've executed, and they're taking good shots.
Playing just the taking a look at the and that is our
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
So the Sound 5 right now. Jaren Jackson is out there with Danny Granger. Then there's Mourning. Then it's Harden. And it's Nash in at the point guard. Now Burke. Rose, a screen on Harden. Here's Burke. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Sacramento, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. Burke hits them both.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Jackson, a screen on Rose. Nash kicks to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Granger. Mourning. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Mourning's got 22.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And slam dunk by Burke.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Harden outside. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Stolen by Granger. Pass to Mourning. Makes it off the glass. Mourning's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Rose. Five on the clock. With the drive. Here's our test, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
The Sound have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Mourning a screen on Rose. Here's Nash, and he hits it to tie the game up.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Rose surveying the D. Oh, Lively in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Harden. Burke grabs the miss. Burke's got 5 rebounds tonight. Artest the pass to Burke. Puts up a deep 3. Outside for Artest. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks. And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Artest with the screen on Granger. Here's Burke. He takes it in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Burke hits them both. St. Louis trails by 4. From deep, Harden. The 3-ball goes for James Harden.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
Left side Rose. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Nash with no one around. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, easy call.
The Kings have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And that one falls for Burke. Levers checked in for St. Louis. Both shots good from the stripe.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Nash. Outside Jackson. To the paint. Here's Lever. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Lever's got it all tied up now for St. Louis. Here's Burke. And slam dunk by Burke.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Andrei Kirilenko is checked in for Sacramento. Taken away by Kirilenko. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Kirilenko. Now it's a 4-point Sacramento lead. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Sacramento.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Well, you can also throw in what a great job they've done defensively, blocking and altering shots and just playing with a committed effort defensively.
Here's Burke. No good on the 3. St. Louis trails by 4. Nash drives in, and he gets the bucket. Nash has got 7 points for the quarter. The Kings have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And that one falls for Burke. Burke hits them both.
Yeah, since the break, he has been in attack mode, and he is living at the line.
Here's Nash. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Morning inside. Lively's there. Morning can't make it work. Burke dishes to Kirilenko. And it's good for 2. Kirilenko's got the lead up to 6 now for the Kings.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Back to Nash. Shoots over Burke. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Nash has got 11 points here in just the second half. Nash with the block. Tries it from 19, and it's St. Louis with another.
Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
Here's Burke, and Mourning sends it back.
And we know Mourning excels at finding these shot blocking opportunities. It's like he sees the shot coming.
Back to Jackson. Stolen by Kirilenko. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Kings. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Derek Lively. OG Anunoby comes in for Artest. And Michael Redd is subbed in for Jones. Carr, he's checked in for St. Louis. Lever uses the glass to finish the layup. Lever's got 8 points.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Redd a screen on Lever. And that one's good. Burke. And the Kings lead by 4.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Lever passes to Mourning. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Michael Redd. And St. Louis also making a change. Kersey's checked in. Burke with it. He's against Lever. Shot clock at 6. Burke finds Anunoby. Over Lever. Anunoby, no good. St. Louis trails by 4. Lever passes to Mourning. Here is Carr, defended by Jones. Jones against Carr. Over Jones. Good D by Jones. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for Sacramento. Pass to Edey. Back to Burke. Sacramento moving it around. And good! He hits it again.
And he now owns 3rd place for most points in a playoff game.
An incredible game, no doubt. Nothing can slow him down.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going?
Mourning against Jones. Tries it from 19. Mourning can't make it work. Kings leading now by 6. Here's Burke. And got it! Another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Mourning with the screen. Lever passes to Mourning. That one goes. Count it. Mourning's got 8 points in the quarter.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
Here's Burke. Connects again.
His offensive excellence continues to be on full display.
Greg, he is now moved into 2nd all-time for scoring in a playoff game.
And with just one more bucket, he can surpass the mark set by Michael Jordan.
Mourning's shot is good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now here's Burke, defended by Lever. Kirilenko with a screen on Lever. High post try. He can't get it to go.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dig.
That's good from Lively. St. Louis trails by 9. Sabonis at the elbow. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Artest the pass to Lively. Outside for Artest. Again, the miss by the Kings. Well, St. Louis shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Here's Granger. And Jones pulls it down. Sacramento leading by 7. Pass to Burke. The 3. And another one falls.
And that bucket, if you can believe it, sets a new all-time record for points in a playoff game.
Craig, the way he came out tonight, you could feel the level of his focus. He put his team on his back and has delivered an incredible offensive show.
And Michael Jordan, the GOAT, holding that top spot for decades, to now witness someone break his record. I mean, this is crazy. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
Burke kicks to Rose. Now here's Burke, guarded by Harden. They get it back. With the clock winding down, and slam dunk by Burke.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Harden the pass to Granger. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Sabonis. Lively with the screen. Here's Burke. Good. That's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Harden left side. Harden drops one in down low.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
Burke dishes to Rose. Outside for Artest. Artest with the screen on Harden. Back to Artest. On the wing, Jones. Over Granger. Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Pat Lever. And that one falls for Burke. Morning's checked in for St. Louis. Nash comes in for James Harden. And so it's Lever who brings up the ball for St. Louis. It's a 10-point game. Lever with the screen for Jackson. Granger passes to Jackson. Back to Granger. And here's Nash. Drops in the tray.
Well, he's gotten his rhythm now. He's really looking comfortable in the second half.
Here's Rose. And Rose throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Lever kicks to Granger. Lever outside. Over Burke. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Yeah, he just needs more shots. He has to get more involved.
Rose passes to Lively. Nash with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Here's Lever. Burke grabs the miss. Burke's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And finished off by Lively. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 12 rebounds. Granger kicks to Jackson. It's good from long range.
Rim protection plus three-point shooting. Triple J gives you 2 things every team needs.
Kicks it out to Jones. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 7th assist in the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Burke. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
St. Louis making a switch here. Harden's checked in, and that's good as he hits both of his shots. St. Louis trails by 11. Nash left side. Mourning passes to Nash. Over Rose. And it's Nash missing. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And stolen by Mourning. Here's Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 9 points here in the second half. Kings leading now by 9. Rose dishes to Burke. Rose a screen on Harden. Burke the pass to Lively. From the arc. Again, what an avalanche. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
Here's Burke. Hits it again. Wow. And there it is. 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
Jackson kicks it over to Nash. Hangs in the air. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Nash. Sacramento leading by 10. And here is Burke. Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Nash with the screen for Harden. Looks for Mourning, gets it to him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the big fella Mourning using that massive size to draw contact inside. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Sacramento's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Lively a screen on Harden. Now here's Burke, guarded by Harden. Stolen by Jackson. Harden accelerates, and Harden with the stuff.
You can't afford to lose Harden in transition. He's too talented at taking advantage of those situations.
Lively a screen on Harden. Stolen by Jackson.
And this crowd taking the opportunity to cheer one of the great individual playoff performances in league history.
You know, an offensive outburst, Greg, that will live on in the minds of everyone here who saw it.
What else can you say about him? He is putting up a big number. He's found every way to dismantle this defense.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to the sound coach address his team. Coach told them to adjust on defense, saying they're calling it tight right now. We can keep the same effort, but less reaching in and all that. Don't let them beat us at the line. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Yeah, I love the athleticism of Mourning. More so, though, the motor. And you saw it on display there with the alley-oop.
Artest with the screen on Harden. And there's the dunk.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Harden left side. And it's good.
And one of the top scorers in the game, Harden has an innate gift for creating his shot.
Here's Burke. Lively a screen on Harden. Here's Lively. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
1:11 left to play in the final quarter. Burke with it. Driving in. Another one goes. Incredible.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in game one of the series for the Kings.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game two with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for money.
Well, offensively, he was about as locked in as you can be, and his team continued to find him.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so